Alright, I've arrived here at the Wieliczka Salt Mine. I'm going to go see if I can get a ticket today for a tour. The next tour is in 10 minutes, so I gotta hurry. Here is the Wieliczka Salt Mine. This is the main building, the main shaft. And this is where we climbed all the way down. There was 65 flights of steps or so. Alright, we're heading down into the mine. Quite monotonous. Oh, hopefully there's an elevator back up. My goodness. There we go. Getting to the bottom. Oh, yeah. All right. Excavated from the 13th century, the Wieliczka Salt Mine is one of the oldest salt mines and tourist attractions on Earth, drawing visitors for centuries. At 93 Polish zloty, or $25 US, it is one of Poland's pricier attractions. That fee includes a tour of the 3-kilometer subterranean route through the mine's major highlights. Alright, it's pretty impressive. I guess we're 65 meters beneath the surface right now. One of Poland's most treasured historic monuments, the mine boasts several impressive salt statues, a salt chapel, underground salt lakes, and massive salt caverns. So the crowds make photography pretty impossible here, but very impressive carvings here. So the tour clicks along at a pretty fast pace, so it's really hard to stop to take a good photo because the exposure is so crappy down here. I don't even know where they went.
Transported on average 30 kilograms of salt. To be honest, even this kind of job was pretty dangerous.
Man, they move fast. I tell you, no more than 40 seconds per site, it seems. Sanitized. So you can see just how deep the mine is. We're going to be heading down much further into it. Luckily, we can take an elevator back to the top, but just to give you an idea, I finally got the exposure right here, so you can see how deep we're getting into the mine at this point. Very cool. It's very dark in here, though, so I apologize for the poor footage. It's almost impossible to get footage here. Really interesting carvings here in the mine. So this mine is 700 years old, so it's been a tourist attraction for literally hundreds of years. You can see this is the Salt Chapel that was built in 1860 by the looks of it. This is the newest carving, I guess. It's Pope John Paul II, who is from Poland. This is 20 years old, not too old. Alright, Last Supper carving. This is the underground lake, you can see, full of salt. Very cool.
Gotta catch up to the group. I'm really behind. I tell you, they clip along. They don't waste any time. You're lucky if you get 2 minutes to sightsee each area. So you can see this chamber is full of these structural support columns. So this is essentially holding up the ceiling of the salt mine. So kind of unnerving, but interesting construction for sure. Alright, they move so fast. That's the only annoying part of this tour. If you do come to Wieliczka, just be aware that this is a really fast-paced tour. You're basically here, check this out, move on. So this is the Canteen snack gift shop, I believe. Interesting. You can buy pieces of salt. Pretty cool for this to be this far underground. There are tons of salt-themed souvenirs. They're actually really inexpensive by the looks of it.
And here's one of the many salt statues. This is a dignitary of some sort.
What was the best way to fight the fires? The best method was to close every entrance to the mine and start the air movement. If there was no air underground, no oxygen, fires died. So that was the most effective way. Miners, they usually didn't use fresh water because water could dissolve salt walls. So water can destroy salt walls. And you know, if you destroy a salt wall, a room can collapse. So that's why miners didn't use fresh water.
The Unesco World Heritage marker is right here. So Wieliczka is a World Heritage Site recognized by the United Nations. It is a challenge to keep up with this group, I'm telling you. They literally stop for 30 seconds. There's not enough time to film or take any photos. So just know that when you come here, if you're a photographer or you're a vlogger, you're probably going to be far behind the group at all times. So we're entering the last room of the tour now. Probably the most impressive. Let's make this. Oh, cool. Tour is over, and basically you exit at your own pace at this point. Very impressive though. Alright, if that was not a whirlwind tour, I don't know what was. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely too fast-paced, but what are you going to do? But an impressive space. I don't think it's worth $33 though. 25 US is what this cost to enter. I wouldn't say it's worth the price, but it is interesting. Overpriced, but interesting. If you're paying 25 bucks US to enter this place, you'd think that you can stop for some photos. So just know that that pace really did sour my experience. Pretty interesting salt crystal formations here. Right into the restaurant here. I'm debating whether I have time to eat anything, but we do have traditional Polish food here. A little bit expensive, but not too bad. Zurich. I would like a bowl of that, I think. Pierogies look good.
All right, I am leaving the mine and heading back to the surface. So thankfully there is an elevator that is going to bring us here to the top of the mine shaft so we don't have to walk up all those stairs.
It's really windy. Alright, we're getting out over here. Mine shaft elevator. Alright, hit my head a little bit there. It was very low clearance. But I'm out. Back on level ground now. Pretty cool. Boarding the commuter railway here to Krakow, which is about 40 minutes up the line.